Hello, everyone! Welcome back. I am Zargram Xanders, Magician Extraordinaire, and I want to welcome you into my studio. Today, we are going to be doing Twitch Plays D&D. So, the way this works, Twitch chat will control this little peepo here by voting in different polls. This guy right here, he represents you guys. So, what you guys vote in some polls will determine what decisions that guy makes. Oh, you also have some basic character stats. So, last time, Chat and Greg journeyed with the magical key deep into the caves to stop the Geomancer. After they defeated the Geomancer by shouting, "I hate math" at them, the key decided that now it was time to take over the world, and it no longer needed to hang out with you two. So it totally ditched you guys in the dark depths of the cave. What do you do? Ditched by magic key in a cave. What do? Cast a spell to try and find the key. Cast a spell to try and throw it. Leave the cave with Greg. All right, here's our first poll. Boom. So if you wanna have decide what Peepo does or what chat does, you gotta vote. Anywho, we have literally one person voting. And that's for leave the cave with Greg. Okay, fine. Okay. Well, in that case, you decide to leave the cave with Greg. You and Greg decide to exit the cave, and you come back to, and within some time, you both make it to the entrance of the cave. As you get there, you see a strange creature standing at the entrance, and the creature undulates and gyrates. It is a, let's say, red lizard-like creature, and it looks at you guys as you guys approach, and it says,
"Are you the owners of this cave?"
Greg's like,
"Hardly. I was summoned here to help fight somebody. Next thing I know, I was doing math and fighting a Geomancer."
What do you do while Greg and this lizard person are talking? We now have several options you can do for this strange lizard person at the entrance of the cave. You can fight them and just jump them. You can cast a spell. You can flirt or try to seduce them. Or you can ignore and keep moving. What do you do? So we got one for flirt and seduce with the lizard person. All right, fine. We shall roll to see what... it's a skill check for that, so we shall roll to see what happens. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boop. 6. You have rolled a 6. 6 plus your skill check is 9, and it will roll its skill check to see 7 plus 3. So the lizard person introduces themselves as a salamander type lizard person, which means they have affinity for fire and stuff.
They say, "I am Thryxa.
Thryxa.
I came here because there was a certain Geomancer who stole my protractor and locked it away inside of a chest at the bottom of the lake. I came to demand that they return the key, and so that I could get my protractor back." It turns out that the key was lying about what the Geomancer wanted to do. Now, the Geomancer might have stolen someone's protractor and been kind of a piece of crap, but it turns out that what the key was actually for was nowhere near as big a deal as it led on to be. So, you explain, meanwhile, you are flirting and seducing with Thryx, who turns out she's a female. Thryx is a female. And Thryx seems kind of receptive to this, but also seems a bit concerned about who you guys are. You guys introduce yourselves, and you tell Thryx about everything that happened. Thryx then says, "Well, it seems we both have a vested interest in getting this key back. What do you say we team up so we can take it down?"
Do you team up with the salamander type lizard person named Thryx? We're going to say yes, no. All right, vote now. We got someone voting yes. You have voted to allow Thryx into your party. Thryx joins the party, and it explains that they happen to be a powerful mage, a sorceress. You, Thryx, and Greg all exit the cave together and start trying to find out where in the heck the key has gotten to. So all three of you leave the cave at this point, and you find yourselves outside in a forest. But you guys are walking and traveling through a forest. You find out as you're going through that this geomancer used to be a math teacher at an arcane university. The very same one that Thrix used to go to. And that as they've been getting older, they've been getting crankier and grumpier. They're not explicitly evil, but they tend to be a bit mischievous. All right. Anyway, meanwhile, you guys are chatting and walking through the forest. As you're going, you find yourselves. Actually, I might need to scale you guys down just a bit there, just so we can, see what's going on. As you're moving, you are accosted by a whole set of zombie direwolves. These wolves do not seem to be very friendly. In fact, they seem absolutely hungry for blood. Zombie direwolves are attacking. What do you decide to do? Do you want to run away? Do you want to fight them with melee? You're low on stamina, or do you want to fight with magic? 3. Tarth votes to fight magic style. Okay, we're fighting with magic. The whole thing, the zombie direwolves creep closely. They're drooling, they're slobbering, they got parts of their bodies hanging out. It's all gross and disgusting. Activates a fire blast, and we'll do a 12 plus 1 versus their magic resistance. They take some fire damage. Greg is up, and he doesn't want to touch them. So he unleashes his ranged attack, which is an eye beam. You guys decide, you cast a turn undead spell at the thing, and we're going to roll for it. We're going to see how well you did. Here we go. Rolling a magic check on 1, 2, 3. Boop. 19. Very good. Okay. That's 19 plus your magic plus 8 versus their spell. Oh, of plus 3. Okay. You are able to do some AoE damage to them using the divine might of the Chaos God of Memes. That is your deity, is the Chaos God of Memes. Because it's Twitch chat, so what do you expect? Anyway, you're dealing some more damage, and then the wolves come in and they creep closer, and they're about to start biting and clawing at you. One attacks Thrix, and she dodges easily. One attacks Greg. Oh, 14, and he's not doing so good. Oh, no, shouts Greg. Meanwhile, one tries to attack you guys. 18 plus 3 versus us, so here's our defense roll. 14 plus combat is 9. So you dodge, and Greg gets bitten by one of the zombie direwolves. He gets mad and says, screw it, I'm exposed now. So now he starts to go into melee mode, which is what he specializes in. It's a new turn. Thrix is up, and she casts another spell on the direwolves, and they are taking more fire damage. Greg starts melee attacking them, and they try to resist, and he's goring and going into them. You have a choice to do here. Greg was bitten by a zombie dire wolf. What do? Stop to heal him is one option. Fight on, worry later. Run away. Okay, those are your 3 options. You vote to stop and heal him. You cast a magic spell upon Greg to protect him from become zombified. Here comes the roll. 16 plus your magic check, and so that's 24. You pass the DC. He is no longer in danger of being zombified, and he'll be protected for the remainder of the thing. However, you have forfeited your turn, so now the zombie wolves go. Boom. Wow. One is really going after Thrix, and she rolls a 1. Now she got bit. Another one goes after Greg, who rolls. Okay. Yeah, now he got bit, but he's still protected. One tries to get after you, and here's your protection. Here's your resistance roll. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Boop. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So it tries to get you, but you are able to dodge handily. So now Thrix is in trouble, and I'm just going to say that you roll to help her as well, since you already rolled to do that. So 3, 2, 1. Boop. Okay, Thrix is healed as well, but you're going through your mana, so you're now down to 10 mana because you just used those anti-zombie spells on your allies. But now they're protected. So you are making sure that your group is healed, and it is now the top of the round, and it is your group's turn. Thrix casts a big fireball against them, and 5, 3, 0. 17. One of them succeeds in saving against it. So we'll say one of them is still alive.
Meanwhile, Greg is going to come up and attack it. Ugh. But the wolf dodges out of the way. Next up, it's your turn to do another magic blast at it. 3, 2, 1. Boop. Oh, you roll another 15, and here comes its resistance. 17. But you have, because you're leveled up, you get 9. So, yeah, you're able to easily cleave the zombie wolf with another spell, but that has blown through a bit of your magic hit points. So you're down to 8 MP out of 28. So not the best situation to be in. But the battle is over. After it's over, Thurk says, "Thank you for your help." And Greg's like, yeah, I don't want to become a zombie. I have standards. Who sent them? Asks Thrix. You try to ponder yourself and wonder who would send zombie direwolves in the middle of the daytime, no less, after you guys. You start wondering if the key has allies or friends who might be magical or magically inclined. You get to rest for the night because you're very, very worn out after all that caving and everything like that. So, night falls. It is now nighttime, and you guys are able to get a full night's rest, but you get a weird sensation during the night that someone's been watching you. You are now maxed out at 29 and 28. All right. And you arrive at a nearby cottage, which is a woodcutter's cottage. You find out that at the cottage that the cottage is on fire and there's someone trapped inside. Woodcutter's hut on fire. Someone inside. What do? Dash in to rescue them? Or cast a spell to extinguish the flames? Ignore it is option 3. Again, that's, oh, there it is. Finish full. You decide to cast a spell to extinguish the flames. All right. You will be rolling a magic check to 3, 2, 1. Boop. 3. Ooh. You have to spend extra mana points to successfully put the fire out because you kind of botched your spell. So I'll say you're down to 15. Okay. But you're able to put the fire out. And you see that there's someone inside crawling out. Someone, it's the woodcutter who crawls out, and the woodcutter crawls out and says, "Oh, thank you so much for saving my life." He's very badly burned, but Thrix is able to heal him up. He explains that he saw a floating key that owed him some money running out of the cave, and he tried to stop it, but the key cast a fire spell using a wand it had stolen on the house. And Thrix chimes in saying, "That bastard stole my wand too? I would let... It turns out that this key is now armed and dangerous. The woodcutter thanks you for saving them, and in return gives you information. He tells you that the key is going to be hiding out at its lair, which is not that developed yet, but it is a lair nonetheless that is underneath the abandoned house in town. The woodcutter says that the abandoned house used to be a water mill, and so the basement is going to be related to that. You now have a plan of attack for the things. So you need to go to town now. You guys hurry along to the village itself. So you make it into town, and you find that a lot of townsfolk are actually kind of pissed off because the key has been summoning monsters that the town guard are handling, but not as well as they would like. All right, let's take that. Boom. And you have a choice to make. The town is beset by monsters spewing forth from the abandoned watermill. What do you do? Help the town fight the monsters is one option. Try to sneak to the watermill amid the chaos. Cast a spell or head directly to the watermill. And the other one is cast a spell to help the villagers to a small extent. So you vote 3, head directly to the watermill. You hurry to the watermill, and as you get there, you find out that the watermill has a magical barrier surrounding it. And you remember what the woodcutter said. The watermill has a secret entrance. You get to the watermill,
and and Thrick says, "Don't forget the advice that the woodcutter said to sneak in using this. You're gonna sneak in using a skill check. 10 plus your skill ability. It's plus 9, so you get 19. The key's gonna do a thing. It rolls 3." So it doesn't see you guys. You get inside, and you see that the key itself is there now. And it's casting a bunch of spells using a bunch of... But you've caught up to the key. It's in a water mill. And it's casting a bunch of spells. You roll a 2 with your stamina potion, or magic potion. So you're at 17. You roll to attack them. That's a 13 versus their 10. And they take damage. Thrick casts a spell. You, Greg, and Thrix all at once rush the key. And we're gonna do 3d20s. So here's the first one. Boom, boom, boom. All three of you rush the key to do a desperation attack. Plus 9, it gets 1 resistance. It doesn't. You're able to pin the key down, and you see around it are a bunch of stolen magical paraphernalia. The key says, "You fools! Now is the time of my reckoning. I shall take over the world!" You grab the key, and you all start pulling on it in different directions. You pull the key in half, shring, and the key dies. It's destroyed, and the day is won. With that, the town is grateful for your gallantry in combat. And Greg and Thrix become fast friends with you guys as you guys are treated to a festival at the end.